Hi there, it's Dre. Today's my first day of the Master Cleanse, and I had this great idea last night as far as how I was going to start things. I was going to wake up early, make my lemonade, do my flush, my saltwater flush, and that today was going to be awesome, and it was going to be not as hard as I guess the other days, because it's the first day. I've only been without food for 24 hours. No big deal, right? So I had that plan, but it didn't go anything like that. Woke up today and I was already very, very tired. I woke up and already felt defeated because I knew today was going to be such a long day. I was tired, like I said. And also I didn't have time to make any of my lemonade, so I was going to work with all my items in a bag, and I had this plan to make it at work. I got to work, realized that we had an employee appreciation breakfast that my company had so graciously made for us, which was awesome. Awesome for them, but not awesome for me because, I wasn't able to eat anything. And so I made my lemonade. My lemonade consisted of maple syrup, lemons, and cayenne pepper, and water, of course. And last night I failed to mention that these lemonade drinks consist of maple syrup. And that's important because maple syrup is the actual component that has all the vitamins and the nutrients to keep you going in this cleanse while you're not eating anything. So maple syrup's definitely important. And the lemon, of course, breaks down all the gunk you have, in your intestines, and all the toxins that you have built up throughout your body. And the cayenne pepper actually is it's actually really good for you. If you're able to eat it. Some people don't like spicy foods, but cayenne pepper is awesome. It gets the blood flowing, helps with blood circulation, and it heats things up in the bowel to get things moving. And so today I've had 3 of these. Basically, they're 32 ounces. And the container is about 32 ounces. And this is about 3 servings of the lemonade. And you're supposed to have they say 6 to 10. So I have 3 of these a day. So that's about 9 servings. So it's just convenient. And I can drink these actually pretty fast. So I had 3 of these today. Well, this is my 3rd one. I'm on my 3rd one. And getting started on it, it doesn't taste bad. So that wasn't a big problem. As I had mentioned, I was really tired today. I woke up tired. I got to work tired. And today was one of those days where I learned a lot, actually, about this detox, and learned that this detox isn't going as easy as I'd hoped. And it's not going to be as easy as I hope because things are different. My last cleanse was 18 months ago, and things have changed since 18 months ago. I've since then I've developed a coffee habit. I work 40 hours plus a week at my job, and then I come home and make jewelry for hours and hours more. And I'd say about almost a year ago, I started drinking coffee to help keep up with my life, basically. And so today, in a normal day of mine at work, I would be drinking coffee. And so it was the first lesson I received today, was just how damn hard that was to not be able to drink it. Second was just how inconvenient this all is for me. I work a lot, and it's not always convenient to sit down and eat really, really healthy. I mean, I don't eat unhealthy, but I don't it's not as easy for me in the morning to prep all my food, and obviously this morning I wasn't able to. I had to do it at work, and normally in the morning I make shakes. I have protein shakes every morning. So that was kind of different too, not having to make that, which I wouldn't have had time to make it anyways. But yeah, so this is inconvenient. Eating is inconvenient, and I don't eat fast food a lot, but I eat food on the go, whatever's convenient, and most of the time convenient food is very processed food. And so, that's definitely contributed to, just how funky and just unhealthy I feel lately. And when I sit there and talk about unhealthy, I noticed today as I was like telling my coworkers know about feeling unhealthy, they didn't understand what that meant. When I feel unhealthy, basically, my skin feels dry, my hair feels dull, dry as well, and yeah, I just feel very low in energy. That's unhealthy to me. Next, last week I was suffering some crazy indigestion, like heartburn, like everything felt very acidic, and I don't suffer from heartburn normally or anything like that. I once read a while back when I was getting into all these cleanses was that heartburn is basically a sign of being backed up. That all your toxins, all your waste just stacks up in your intestines, and all the juices and acids basically kind of just come to the top, providing that irritation that you feel when you have heartburn or indigestion. And yeah, I felt that last week for the first time in a very, very long time. And after reading, that few years ago, it was disgusting. I'm not okay with having indigestion or heartburn, because the idea of that just is foul. So anyhow, that's also why I'm doing this cleanse. So back to the day, and like I mentioned, I learned a lot of lessons this today. It was basically my coffee, how inconvenient it is, and also next, things started getting kind of stressful at work in the morning time. And I realized that in normal circumstances, on a normal day, I would deal with stress with food. I set up these rewards for myself throughout the day, where I tell myself, okay, if you get this done, then you can break for some coffee, or if you get this done, go get a Jamba Juice. Do these few other assignments, and it's already lunchtime. So I realized just how I deal with my stress with food, and that's not always great. Food is awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love food. Food is food. It's meant to nourish you, and I really do. I love food, but I just think that people have different relationships with food, and a lot of it's mental. Today, I couldn't have been that hungry. It's only been 24 hours since my last meal. So I was taking it really, really hard. And today, like I said, it just felt so much worse than other detoxes. I don't know if it's the coffee thing. I have no idea. But I started getting crabby probably mid-afternoon, which wasn't so great, because I actually sit by a counter where to the right of me at work, where all the employees bring food. And so I sit right there, and I have food available to me all day: cupcakes, cookies, salsa, everything. And anyways, I had snapped at one of the girls that basically was just kind of hanging out by the counter and grazing, and I snapped at her, basically telling her to get her food and go back to her desk, because I can hear her chomping at her chips, and I seriously thought I could drop kick her, but I didn't, because really it's not her fault that I'm starving myself. Anyhow, yeah, today was rough. I had something else I'd failed to remember going into this was that, man, I'm already at 10 minutes.